About to get it started. Let's see here. Okay. Okay. All right. Well, we're good to go. Let's get this started. Let's get this party started. Yes. Let me get this thing to. There we go. All right. Let's get it started. Let's get it started. Yo, yo, what's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? We're trying some different stuff today. We're trying some different stuff. First of all, we back. We are back in the studio. Uh, so that's a good thing right there. Put my power glove on so that we can do what we gotta do. Do. Okay, cool. Okay. So yeah, we're back. We are back in the studio, and um, um, got some cool things that we're going to be doing today. So first and foremost, just welcome everybody to DKG 72 Live. Um, glad you could join us today. Let me adjust this camera. This camera's working me. Um, back in the studio with the proper lights and everything, and hopefully we're going to see how this goes today. I don't know. We probably do a couple hours, maybe three, maybe four. Who knows? Um, and again, want everybody to kind of say hi in the chat. Say hi. Let me know you're here. Let me know you're keeping up with us, keeping up with the Joneses. And of course, please, if you have not, please go over to our second YouTube channel, which is Foresight Media, and hit that subscribe button on that one, and then obviously please hit the subscribe button and the like button on this stream. Come on there, come on, there we go. Focus, focus. There we go. Focus on my pretty face. There we go. Uh, yeah. So everybody say hi in the chat. Let me know you're there. Please hit the like button on this stream because that will tell your friends that we are available, and that you're liking what you're seeing on this stream. Um, what are we doing here? Oh, I know what I'm doing. Taking out studio mode for a moment. There we go. Keep it a bean. All right. So, and again, trying some different things. Got some new elements going on. Tell me what you guys think of the new look, the newer look anyway, and how you're liking it. I think it's looking good. Still got to work on the lighting. Lighting, I got to work on. Um, yeah, just got to work on that. But that's going to be a work in progress as we go along. Um, Before we get started, just a few things of note. Thank you guys for bearing with me when I was working from home last week. Wasn't always the best situation. Wasn't always the best situation, but we made the best of it. Um, with today's video, we're going to be working on some layouts for zero G, and basically what I did is I broke down 10 scenes that I need to draw to put the drama cast together. And so we're going to do the layouts for those 10 scenes and hopefully, well, most of them. And hopefully we're going to see how that goes and see how that works out. Um, Other things that are going on is basically, we're going to probably do a couple tutorials. If you have some questions, I definitely want you guys asking questions. Don't just, don't just, you know, don't don't just be quiet. You know, I know we like to watch sometimes, but don't just be quiet. So, let me see here. Let's go ahead and get started. And again, as you come in, just let me know that you're in. Say hi. Hit me in the chat, and definitely make sure you're hitting the like button. And if you haven't subscribed, subscribe to not only this channel but to the Foresight Media channel because that's where all of this content goes to live, and live it shall. All right, let's get started. So we're in Clip Studio. Change this over. Get the pencil going, and let me pull up the scene that I'm supposed to be drawing. Do, 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 let's see. All right, let's go here. And okay, so you know that we're in the. All right, so what we're gonna do, think we have a couple. Go to the direction. Figure that out first. And hopefully we can go from there. Might angle this a little bit. Work with this a little bit. Bring it down some. I think if we bring horizon line down here, that's a good start. Bring that up. And let's go there. Let's go ahead and, oh shoot, that's right. Can't do nothing if I lock it. All right, so check the opacity down. Oh, it gets serious once the hat turns backwards. Let's see here. Move that right there. And all right, so in this scene is Dr. Chen and Mama Yabo, and they are looking at all the beat up and battered ship's captains and crew. that have arrived at Titan's Hope. So what I want to do is, let's see here. Let's go to let's go to this real quick. I think what I need in this case is I am going to need a referencing background. I need to pull in the background first. That's the first thing I need to do, pull in the background. So let's see here. My passport. Oh man. Intellectual properties. There we go. YouTube. Same media. Stories. Zero G space. Here. Let's see. So two. Let's see what we got. We had so many backgrounds we could work. Oh, you know what? I think one of these are gonna work. Let's see here what I put together for. Okay, you know what? We need to kind of make some adjustments real quick. Um, yeah, we need to make an adjustment, but I think I know what to do. All right, so we're gonna open this with Photoshop 2025. Let's open this up. All right, first things first. Let's open that background. I don't want that to be. You know what? I'm going to take out all of this. Deeper and deeper. All right, so we're gonna make us a docking bay real quick. Let me do this. Where's my selection tool? Quick selection tool. Move that. Interesting. Control D. Very interesting that it chose all of that and not to let go. Photoshop. Sometimes you can be such a pain in the butt to be. Um, too much. You know why I did that? Is the eraser tool on here? Mm, Here's my eraser tool. Maybe take it off of 300. Maybe that's what I do. Even that out a little bit. Now, and specific. There we go. We're going to drop you in the background of that. There we go. Now, I like that a lot better. I like that look. I like that look. All right, so now let's get back to you right here. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna go over here to adjustments. I'm gonna go to hue saturation. Let's pull this over, see if we can get a nicer match. Think we were over a little correct. So desaturate down. Thank you. there. Now, so we're gonna go ahead. Let's see here. You ever just sing to yourselves while you draw? Especially if I ain't got no music. Like when I'm live streaming, I always sing to myself because you can never figure out these rules with YouTube or with copyright and all that type of stuff. And I'm just tired of it now. So now I spend most of my time whistling to myself like some lunatic. You see here. Got a whoops, I didn't need to do that. It's not gonna let me go now. Oh yeah, it did. All right. And let's see here. But yeah, so because of the rules and everything like that, it just gets so confusing. I don't know what to do. I don't even know if I'm supposed to sing or not. Okay, so it's wall background copy. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna do it from here. All right, so it's locked. So let's do this. I'm gonna pull that over. Control D. All right, so what I do? I did something to make the seal opacity 50%. There we go. All right, let's pull this over to not working yet. Let's do this. Okay, so you don't want to do that either. There we go. All right, bet. Keep you right there. Delete you for a second. Make you invisible. Boom, 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 boom. All right, go ahead and inverse this. No, actually inverse. Undo that. Undo that inverse. That's exactly what we want to take out. Now let's drop it down 58%. Oh yeah. Now we have created a new background. So let's go here. And we are going to, we'll just save, yeah, we'll save as, say this is, they are in the, which bay are they in? I forget the name of the bay. Just that quick. What bay are they in? What's up, everybody? Please let me know who's in the chat. Hit me in the chat. Let me know who's in here. Say hi. Say hi, please. Hit that like button. Everybody say hi. Let me know that you're here. Meeting hall. Okay, so this is all right. Right. Meeting Titan. So meeting hall. Let's say that's a PSD. Boom. Bet that. Okay. All right. There we go. No. And now, do I need to bring that over as a layered PSD? Nah, we save it as PNG. Save a copy PNG. There we go. All right, cool. All right. Now, go over here, file, import, image. Yeah. And then let's raise that up. And if I place this, click, see, and if I overlay, yeah, for the most part, I had it. Ooh, yeah. All right, now it's time to start drawing and messing around with people's perceptions, because that's what we do. We mess with people's perceptions. All right, let me put that back down. I might need that just in case. It's a guide. First things first. Put some beat up sailors or astral sailors. Don't walk against it. And these are the guys that are going to be in the background. I remember when I was in the military, they used to have us running so much, man. We would just pass out. We just plop down wherever. It was like private. You can stop now. And like, oh, ooh, thank God. Still not just not just a little bit off. Just a little bit off. What's up, Latif? How's it going, man? How was the weekend? There we go. Now another layer over here. We'll put a guy. And guys, this is what I mean when I'm doing layouts. I'm just basically placing people where they need to be. Pretty much figuring out how it goes, how they need to stand and where they need to be, where they need to, in the grand scheme of the, where they need to be in the grand scheme of things. Just chilling. Yeah, I didn't really watch. I was not feeling the best this weekend, Latif, man, to be honest with you. Mhm. So I didn't watch too much TV. I just kind of, I don't know, I was kind of meh. You know, I was really meh this weekend. Um, you know, saw my Lakers got beat up by the Bulls. So after that, I was like, and I haven't really been as invested into March Madness this year like I normally have in previous years. But and then Mizzou got bounced out on Thursday, man. Uh, so my I'm glad I don't do that's why I don't do a bracket Because every time I do a bracket, it's something like that'll happen. We kind of show his hand over his arm a little bit. So, how's your bracket looking? Because I know a lot of people's brackets, they didn't even make it past Thursday. That's what I heard. That a lot of people's brackets did not make it past Thursday. Yeah. Oh yeah. This year it's been a lot. And then I saw Patino. He got a controversy now because he didn't play his star for some reason. I'm like, okay. So everybody's mad at the coach. What you gonna do? You gonna let the coach coach, or you gonna coach the team for the coach? These kids still in college, so I know they got the NIL, but at some point, he's got to be coach. Got to be able to coach. So, but I don't know the full situation. I don't know what happened because, like I said, I wasn't watching, and I'm not even a big Rick Pitino fan like that. Man, I told you I ain't even try this year. I didn't even try. Mizzou was my team, and they were looking all good. They had beat the number one team a couple times. I'm like, oh, this their year. They're gonna go to the Final Four. Bounced out on Thursday. So so you say you pick so many wrong teams. I Once I saw that, I just said, you know what? I ain't even gonna try. I'm not even gonna try. So I'm in the same boat with you, buddy. You're on the right layer. So again, this is just part for the course here. I think for this guy, we're gonna have a nurse. Oh, move his arms. No, I'm just gonna keep his hand where it's at. Drop his head a little bit lower though. Putting a bandage around it. Oh no, this future. Zapping it with a little tricorder or something like that. There we go. So yeah, so behind his head. There we go. That's cool. That makes for a good scene. Yeah, well, they weren't good enough on Thursday. They made me mad. I saw that, and then everybody was dogging them out because they're in the SEC. So bring these two down a little bit. Yeah, right about there. There we go. You bring you over just a little bit. So let's go to this other guy. Have him get his hand put in this. Yeah, so now we kind of just it's like when it's something like this, you just kind of working your way down at this point. Make it kind of like some Kano split or something like that. That's because he's got a contusion on. Mm-hmm. There we go. I'm gonna have to raise her up a little bit. Ooh, on the short side. Watch the Wheel of Time. Oh, I haven't seen the Wheel of Time. So he says it's a good show on the third season. I'm gonna have to check out Wheel of Time. I actually ended up watching the last couple of episodes of Reacher, just because of um, my experience. I haven't been in the military and stuff like that. I always like that type of a show, and it was just interesting how the show has been has been going. So um, yeah, and I'm excited about the conclusion, which is this weekend or this week. So that was the show I watched this week was Reacher. Um, and then I watched Daredevil, but they got so much they got so much story they're telling with Daredevil. I don't even know where to begin with that. Um, but Daredevil does seem to be um, you know, one of the coolest new superhero shows out. But if you are into military type stuff, I'm telling you, Reacher's that dude. So really enjoy that. Really enjoy that show. All right, so now got that established. Go ahead and throw Mama Yabo in here. You know what I should have did? Correct the mistake I made. I already know how to do it. Rise layer. Drop this, and drop you. All right, so right there. Control X, Control V. There we go. Now this, create that. Now to create my guidelines. Never be afraid to create guidelines. All right, these two together. So now let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, we can go along. Push that like that. Push that like that. All right, so now we got that going on, which means we're gonna have to drop something in that background, right? Let's see here. All right. Yeah, those my show. And I don't know. I've been on this ultraviolet kick. You know what show I'm waiting on? I'm really waiting on season 2 of Andor. I cannot wait, and I hope they really, really, really go crazy this season with it. Let me see here. Where do I want to? Let me see something. That actually might work. Just take the same background, drop it back in again. But because it's smaller, what we're gonna do is we're gonna actually take this, adjust it. Let's go ahead and now we're gonna need a hue saturation. What we're gonna do is we're going to select, adjust, brightness and contrast. Make that a little bit darker. Bring some of that contrast down. All right, now that's let's go ahead and get that. Let's rasterize this layer. Put that on top. Get all. Let's get a good color there. There we go. Whoa. Oh, dummy. You dummy. All right, come on, Dave. Get it together. All right, there we go. And right now, it is I agree. Let's go to up there. Let's thin these lines out a little bit. Check, got a text coming in. Hold on, y'all. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna say this as a PSD because now I need to bring this into Clip Studio to do what I need to do. So say that as a PSD, boom, boom. Bring that into Clip Studio first things first. Let me go ahead, select that, and boom, boom. You're not gonna delete for me, buddy. Delete there. There we go. Thank you. It will all make sense soon enough. Take this. All right, let's go to open it up. Don't y'all just love this? I love this part. Yeah, it is. So I can't wait to watch season two. Um, and I'm really looking forward to season two. This season two is going to be because they're gonna cover so much, and it takes place right before one of my favorites. Obviously, because Andor leads into Rogue One, which is one of my favorite Star Wars movies. Let me see here. Force I meaning. Um, yeah, I keep You know, it's funny. And I always make this joke, but it's so true. Um, I keep such detailed folders, and everything is all separated and in the right place. Um, then there's the rest of the world that I live in, which is total chaos. All right, so first and foremost, let's make sure that we are on the right layer. We are on the right layer. One, okay, there. All right, there you go. There you go, baby. About where it needs to be. Yeah, that's about where it should be. All right, now we are on this layer. Okay, cool. All right, can do. Let's put the, let's do this, select, no, sorry, not that layer. We're going to use the ruler frame. We're going to create a perspective layer. It's a 1 point perspective, obviously. Set the horizon line right about so. Yeah, that should give us at least a little bit of a perspective that we can work from here. This I like to use the the hard airbrush tool. Oh, hard pause. Um, okay. So now we can now we kind of paint these in, paint in what I need to. Okay, so let's see here. We might have to adjust that. Okay, there we go. Do I need to raise that up some? Hmm, I think right about there. Yep, I think right about there was fine. All right, so let's just go with 50 point. Oops. Bring that back out. Let's put a layer. Let's do this layer on top. Let's bring that down to 12 point. Here we go. Okay. G pen. Okay. Should be everything. Should be right. Yeah, I'm gonna make that darker. Make that line a little bit darker. Probably bring it in to about a 7. There we go. And now we just paint in what we need to paint in. It's just another straight line work right here. And this is the fun part, really. Just creating, just creating, just just being creative. Just saying, you know what? We'll have fun, create extra walls, and do other things. And that's just the type. That's what I like about doing these types of projects. So you're not stuck to just, well, we have to do it one way or we have to do it this way or whatever. You can kind of just do whatever you want. Technically, like that. Because all I'm gonna do basically, this is just gonna be a gauzy and blurry anyway. Oops. But now we can add some of these details. Probably merge these a little bit. Yeah, probably merge these layers a little bit just to see. Go ahead and color that in. There we go. And then we're going to get a little bit, get some airbrush action. Now we go with that soft airbrush action a little bit, especially on this floor. Yeah, over the top a little bit. Yeah, airbrush a little bit. These darker purples. Just a little airbrush action, right? And now we got uno. So we're gonna go shift, select that, select this, and select this. And we're gonna merge selected layers. There we go. And then we're gonna take that filter. We're gonna put a Gaussian blur on there. Actually, before we filter it up, I'm actually going to I want to mess with that a little bit, make it a little bit darker. saturate those colors down. I actually wish I had desaturated the colors down. I wish I had desaturated the colors down on the second wall, but it's all good. That's cool. Bring that down, pass it a little bit. And we're gonna throw a throw that, make that all good. There we go. All right. And cut. There we go. Now back on that is hit that with the that's right. Oh, that's the reason why. There we go. There we go. Now we're good. Now we're good to go. And take that filter, blur, Gaussian blur. There we go. Take it down to a Gaussian blur like that. I almost want to put a I want to put a take that into the dark. Put another layer over the top of that. Now we go ahead and no, it's a little too dark. I could just bring it down some. Yep, that'll do it. Now that creates kind of this 3D image that I was looking for. So now we save that. And then we also will save as a PNG. Not a JPEG. Trying to crush it, trying to save it as a PNG. That's what we're trying to do. Bam. Now come back, insert that image. Boom. And why did we do all of this? Yes, for one simple reason, because I needed to make sure that it looked like they were walking into the room. But now it does look like that. And we've actually added an extra layer, a couple layers of depth to this. So let's see here. I can actually, I just need to get back on here, and there we go. So yeah, guys, if you're here, thank you. I appreciate everybody that's watching. Please go ahead and hit that like button, hit the like button, and let everybody know that you like the things that I'm doing, and just let them know that you're watching, and maybe they'll come by and be curious and see what this crazy dude is doing. Um, and if you notice in the chat, I did put the link to my other channel, which is Foresight Media, the Foresight Media channel. And basically, that's where these projects go to live. Snap, I didn't realize that. I'm tripping. We gotta make that bigger. We gotta make that fit the screen. Bam. Okay, now we can go back to this. So yeah, guys, definitely please go ahead and and hit that like button and hit me in the chat. Let me know you're here. My man Latif has been talking to me for a minute now, and we was chatting about basketball and the cool new shows that we watching. What shows are you guys watching? Um, I just know I've been on a super violent show kick lately. I like if it ain't got a bunch of people just getting messed up. I don't know what I'm not interested, and I don't know what that's about. And that's just what I've been on. So let's see. There's some other boys and Dr. Chin, not the tallest people in the world. So and let me just draw together again. First things first. Shrink here, bring it up there. Yeah, there we go. She's got her headpiece. So, there we go. We got Mother Yabo in there. And again, these are just the layout, so I'm just really just gathering, getting the spacing for everybody. Now, Dr. Chin is actually smaller than her, so that's going to be interesting. So let me just draw. Let's draw over the top of her head. We'll probably put like a little pad or something because she's a doctor. Something I hate doing is when I saw two people walking on my Skyline. I always do that. Well, if this leg's leading for this person, then this leg's got to be leading for that person. That really makes sense, but it don't make sense. Um, More than likely, they could be, you know, they could have started off on the same pivot foot, but uh, I think it's just one of those things. My ADD kicks in and tells me I have to do. So there we go, Dr. Chin. All right. And then we'll probably put one person. All right, so actually, technically, I'm gonna move them all the way down. Yeah, they should be back behind that. And then she needs to be back below Dr. Chin. All right. So now, what I want to do, because what I want to do is the people that are closest to the camera need to be at the forefront. And people that are furthest from the camera need to be going further back in my layer structure. I just wanted to keep that kind of that thought pattern that way it makes a little bit more sense. All right, so I'm gonna see here. Let's go one more. I always like to do this. I know I did all that drawing and all that decided to put a big ass head in the middle. Big ass head right there. So, but there's a reason for that. I wanted to have a little blocking element. So there. Now we've got this. Dr. Chin a little bit closer to Mama. Yeah, I would probably shrink her down a little bit more. Okay. Get that a bit closer. There we go. Yeah, I just think for over just a little bit. There we go. All right. So now we got this full scene, and we can go ahead and save this because we're gonna go on to the next one. Oh shoot, can't do nothing until that. There we go. All right, so let's go save. So we're gonna go over here to episode 5. Now this is a trick that I use, guys. I'll go over here to my clip files. So instead of just rewriting the wheel or trying redoing all that stuff, no, I'm just gonna go over here, go to slides, go to clip files. Now we know that this is episode 6. So all I gotta do is change 5 to 6. This is slide 1, and voila, we're done. This is saved in. All right, so let's get on to the next one. Let's get on to the next one and open up another. So let's look at what we got going on here. Let me see what's going on for this next scene. Okay. Cool. So what I'm gonna do with this one, it's pretty straightforward scene. Just gotta figure out how I wanna handle that. Let me look at some of my let me look at some reference real quick. Uh see how that's coming along. So I want to get some ideas first. I don't want to just to draw something. Let me see here. Okay. Let's see over here. And where I'm at, I'm on my other screen right now. I'm in Pinterest, so I'm looking at Pinterest right now, guys. I'm just trying to think. I'm gonna go to uh, my folder called Artistic Inspiration. I just want to get a little inspiration on the positioning because it's something I'm having a question about. Just need to kind of figure out real quick. And I think I did. All right, cool. Problem? No, that's a problem because the scene is she's watching this on camera, so that's actually a long shot. It's actually going to be a long shot. I didn't think about that till right now. So definitely gonna make that a long shot. Let's see here. Can you see what's going on? Hmm. Hmm. Now that's interesting. I thought this was broadcasting to Twitch, but it's not. I wonder why that is. Let me look at that real quick. Give me a second, guys. Let's see something. Uh, Interesting. Like I said, I'm working with some new plugins and programs, guys. And oops, sorry about that. Nice on my big old thumb. Um, Trying to figure out some of these things. So I've been playing with it all day, and I've got some great, I've got some good things going on. But still trying to figure out the basics on this. So I think that's where I'm at right now. And it was supposed to be I'm supposed to be broadcasting simultaneously on Twitch. Doesn't seem like I'm doing that, which is annoying to say the least. Also, I'm kind of mad at this plugin anyway because I thought I could broadcast on Facebook as well, and it doesn't even have a tie-in to Facebook. So there's that. All right, back to less complaining, less complaining, less complaining. Then don't nobody want to hear me complain. Don't nobody want to hear me complain. So let's get back to figuring out how I'm gonna draw this scene. So again, all right. So the shot is this is the shot. Um, Zari is looking at Conan, one of the bad guys. He spelled Koenan instead of Coen, the easier way. um, he's got one of the captains in a chokehold and he's lifting him up in the air. So I think, and knowing that this has to be a long shot, I'm gonna just have to go ahead and do it as such, and I'm gonna just scribble design everybody in there. So this is this one I'm kind of using more of a scribble technique, just because I just want to kind of, I don't know, I think it just needs to have that feeling of that looseness, not so doesn't need to be so rigid. So I really want that loose and feeling, just feeling just like he's just. I don't want it to be stiff. That's the thing. I don't want this to come out as this guy's stiff or anything like that. So so and whenever I feel like I'm drawing stiff, I'll switch over to this scribble technique where I'm just scribbling in lines, and it's just lines everywhere. It's Linapalooza. I'm not trying to be super clean. I ain't trying to be pristine or anything like that. I'm just trying to loosen myself up, um, because I can kind of tell that my line is stiffening up, and I'm not going to be happy with the art. So yeah, there we go. I can kind of tell where I want the blacks to fall to. Um, See, and this is the reason why, because I know I could tell when something's not going to want to act right. I knew that leg wasn't going to act right. I just knew it. But fortunately, I was ready for it not to act right. Sometimes you can just tell. Hey, being an artist sometimes like being a baseball player. Sometimes you can just tell when you got it, and sometimes you can tell when I might have to do some things with this one. might have to I might have to pull some stuff out about the pull some rabbits about the hat. So yeah, all right. I'm, I'm actually gonna bring him down just a little bit more because I want to allow uh, for enough room for Captain Court Captain Boss to be in there. We're gonna throw him on a separate layer. That's really I don't think that's necessary. That may change my mind later. And I kind of need to show them interacting. Uh, I hate when I do that. Then I'm gonna pull the shoulders up. And make sure his head's back. Gotta make sure his head's back because we gotta make sure. And Captain Loss, we gotta make sure people know he's not no small dude. He's fairly tall man. So we definitely want him but he also want to look helpless, like super duper helpless. And this is the reason why I like this is like why I like the scribble method because it just helps me loosen up. Like this is a scene I know I would just be super stiff on. I don't want to be super stiff on this scene. So there we go. Actually, I think I'm gonna push that leg back, kick that leg back a little bit further. There we go. Now let's put this other leg out a little bit more. There we go. There we go. So, and again, when I'm doing layouts, guys, um, I'm really just this is super super loose, super quick. Um, because I'm going to come back and I'm going to add more detail at a later date. I'm just trying to get the idea for the drawing onto the page right now. Then we're going to throw old punk ass Tone over here, Conan's partner, and then again just keep, keeping it loose, keeping it loose. loose a little bit. Cowboy hat. That. There we go. And just throw in the background. In the background, Captain lost a ship. So, right here. Set that up. Put a bridge right there. There we go. Might be a little too much of an angle. When is your drawstring, Pep? What's up, Pep? How you doing? When is your drawstring? And explain to me what that is, or what is it that you're doing, so I know what I'm getting into, and what time does it normally happen? Because I have to kind of know those. I have to know those things. Tell me those things, and I'll definitely see about getting on that stream. Just put those in there like that, and voila. And again, this is all just let's just make it so we're just blocking in some things right now just to see where everybody's at. Just to see where I want everybody to be at and where I want everything to be at. Name a time whenever you want to come on it. Well, um, we'll probably do one later this week. It'll probably be it'll probably be in the evening time. So there, you dummy, you dummy. Why you let me be on the wrong layer for that? Yeah, it'll probably be in the evening time, Pep. So um, let's look at later this week. Let's try something out later this week. Maybe like Thursday. Maybe Thursday we could do something. Maybe Thursday afternoon, Thursday evening. Because right now I don't have anything planned for Thursday as far as live streams. Uh, but definitely have something planned for. But was going to put up some shorts and stuff like that. So maybe Thursday will work. Bag my cousin came. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what's up, Latif. Silence of the Lambs. Good grief. And ever, I always think of Anthony Hopkins, Hilary Latrice. What is he? Whatever her name was. I was like, oh, that is the that Hannibal Lecter is the creepiest. All right, all right. So this slide is pretty much laid out. Is exactly where I want it to be. I think, hold on. I think the good captain's head is a little too big, though. Yeah, it was. Yeah, the good captain's head was a little too big. Still is. Let's pull that in. Yeah, he's got a big beard. So, get back to this. That's one thing I like about that is that you can just rotate this canvas as needed. There we go. All right, and let's see. I got that. I still think I need to shrink his head down. So let's shrink his head down like a shrinky dinky. Yeah, that's about right now. There we go. Okay, hit deselect. Get back over here. Yep. Now we can kind of show his bald head. And, oh man, I was on the wrong hand. Come on, Dave. Get it together. There we go. There we go. There we go. All right, let's see what we got here. Let's see what. All right, that's looking a little bit better. One second. I'm on a live stream. All right, so that is that. Yeah, because he's got that skinny body. Super Mr. Skinny Body. All right, cool. Well, there we go. All right, so that one's done. Well, for as far as what we're going to do today. Um, let's go on to the next one. All right, so let's see here in this next scene what we got going on. Okay, all right, all right. So here we got Zarya. Okay, this I'm actually going to split into two. So now I've turned 10 slides into 11, just like that, because I'm gonna split into two. All right. Let's see how I want to handle that one. And again, sometimes I just have to find some inspiration. Today is just, I knew today was going to be kind of rough because I've been doing a whole bunch of other stuff. I hadn't been locking in like I was supposed to be mentally. So I knew today I wasn't going to, I know I was going to have to rely on my Pinterest today to kind of get through this mess. But it's all good. Can't be helped. Sometimes it is what it is when you're trying to put these things together. I'm trying to make that happen. All right, let me see here. Let me go back. I need to figure out. I'm still kind of looking at some of my. Let me see here. That wasn't what I wanted to do. God dog it. Stop doing silly stuff. All right, let me see here. So we would put Zaria. I already know. Put her in the middle. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna have her in the middle. Kind of at the downward angle. And yeah, this is going to be kind of a pulled out shot. Just so we kind of can see, establish everybody where they need to be established. Establish her more in the middle of this because it's going to be like a crowd of people around her. First, you just got to get the angle right. Always got to get the angles right. Make sure we got everything just the way we want it to be. And again, these are just kind of quick, just get everybody where they're supposed to be type sketches. Again, we're going to figure out any issues along the way. All right, bring her down some, pull her over just a little bit. So hey guys, hit me in the chat. Let me know how you guys are feeling about the sound. Let me see know how you feeling about the picture. Doesn't look like we've been having any issues with the signal, which is great. Because again, I went through a lot of. I tried to make sure that I try to make sure that um, some of the issues I addressed some of the issues from last week. So needless to say, it's a lot of YouTube tutorials. A lot of YouTube tutorials were watched this weekend. That's the other thing, Latif. That's the other thing I did. I watched a lot of YouTube tutorials. Um, so I was really kind of not feeling how things went last week, and I I wanted to improve. Because I'm lucky enough to get people to actually show up to these live streams, and I want you guys to have a good time. Um, you know, that's what you're here for, to have a good time. So I want you to be able to enjoy yourselves. So there we go. All right, actually, his head is the one that's at first I was thinking his body was going to be off, and this other thing, man, I just drawing, and then all of a sudden his head was off. Just drawing and feeling how good, good. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you for letting me know. Um, but yeah, now kind of just put people where they need to be. And yeah, I'm just putting people on separate layers just because I really want them on separate layers right now. I'm bring that one up a little bit. I think they kind of just drawing people gathered around her, talking to her because they're like, hey, we're getting our asses kicked, get our butts handed to us because this dude is after you. Um, what are you gonna do to stop this? You're gonna turn yourself in. You wanna start working for the guy. What are you going to do? All right, so let's go. And then now we can kind of put another group with a big head right there. And this one, I'm not gonna separate all the heads because they are kind of just background images. So there's no need to put them on separate layers like that. Put that right there. Yep. Then probably where she at? Put a couple guys over here off to the side, but they're more or less behind her. Yeah, put that up a little bit. It's cold in here. Oh man. All right. All right. Oop, oops. So got a lot right here. Oh, this is supposed to be Raven anyway. Right there. That's it. Right there. Okay. Might got a little bit. Yeah. Well, that's what threw me off. Let's go right here. Just pushing through, guys, pushing through. All right. So I'm probably gonna take a 5 minute break just to kind of stand up a little bit, touch a little grass, not touch grass. Um, shit, I should go outside. Yeah, I think that's a little bit better. Now I got people gathered around. And you never wanted to, I can put another person's head right there. Just kind of offset things a little bit. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab Zaria. I'm gonna move her back a little bit and probably shrink her a little. There we go. All right, perfect. All right, so this is what I'm gonna do, guys. I'm actually going to take myself a little 5 minute break and use the bathroom real quick. So take a break, and I shall be back in just a little bit. Okay, Foresight fam, I am back. Yeah. Uh, I gotta just answering back a text. All right, so now that we've kind of there's a lot of big old heads I gotta draw on this slide and get my glove back on. All right. Appreciate everybody that's stopped by and sticking around. Uh, mm, Cookies, man. Chocolate chip cookies. More thought. Okay. Um, let's see where we're at. Okay. Let's get back to figuring out this one. One of the things that I know I got wrong is the angle of this line because it's not even in the same direction as the people talking. Still not. Still not. Still not. That's a lot better. Definitely. These parallel lines to kind of give us a little bit of a idea where these characters are at. There we go. All right. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Even if everything is not perfect, it's good enough. I think that's really good. Sorry, guys. I had to take a break. The stretch. Body was back was starting to hurt. Wasn't feeling best. So I had to take one. Had to take a quick break, y'all. All right. So the funny thing about that, this one is pretty much done. So, and again, now all I have to do is change the number. I don't have to do nothing else. Just change the number. All right. Let's get to the next layout. Let's see what we got here. All right. All right. So again, I remember now. Rest. Resting. Like you doing something. Okay, so in this case, this is where Zarya and Raven are talking. So this is the one that gets added in. Um, so let me see here. I'm gonna pull up. This is a good time to talk about one of my favorite reference items. We're gonna get to this in a second. Get back up here. But this is a good time to talk about something that I like to reference a lot, and I think you guys should reference it too. And what I'm talking about, let me pull it up first. Thought I saved it, but maybe I didn't. But when it comes to creating comics or visual storytelling or anything like that, this is a great guide for us to work with. And and I'll pull this over to pull this over here. And so, if ever you want to, you're having trouble, you can't figure something out, um, this is a great guide to work with. And what it's called is Wally Wood's 22 panels that always work. So basically, this is just 22 panels that always work, and it's kind of interesting because it just gives you this insight into just how to tell a story visually to people. Where'd they go? Just a second. I made it. Might have made it too. Okay. It gets. There we go. Oh, that was as big as it's gonna get. Okay, let me see if I can find a better version of it. Ooh. So this is kind of. Let's see if I can find it and see if I can find the images is better. Or did I think that's one. Yeah, let's see. Let's look at the powers one. Because the powers one is basically the same thing. They just redid it because nobody has a high res image of the original anymore. So so these are just 22 shots that basically always work. Um, so you got big head, you got extreme close up, back of the head, part of the head, right? Profile, no background, one big object, handgun, lamp, phone, right? Full figure open, reverse silhouette black, right? Open bottom, right? Um, depth, which always works. Side light or top, which is if you looked at that third panel or third slide, that's definitely going to be used in that one. So you use frames, uh, three stage, which is something I've used often. Contrast, definitely something that we should be using. Diagonal diagram, eye level, so L-shaped silhouette, because you just know where everything's gonna fall. Downshot, cast shadow, open panel, right? All black. All of these always work. These are always going to work. So, and this was and again, and just like it says, it was a 22 Wally Wood's 22 panels that always work. Was a rough guide by Wally Wood to help artists during pages of heavy character dialogue. It's been a classic guide for artists both established and newbies in the industry. Uh, yeah, the bad part is it's um it's a copy of a copy that's been floating around. So it's kind of just not, people can't get the full breadth of it. So what one of the projects I was thinking of, and I want you guys to hit me up in the chat. Oh shoot, yeah, wood chair is not the most fun chair to sit in when you drawing for long periods of time, bro. This little gaming chair, it works. It's just that I have extremely bad posture. And I'm trying to figure out the best way to sit. I'm still trying to figure out the best way to sit to kind of to draw for the longest period of time. I'm still working that out. Still working that out. But we are, working through that, working through it, and trying to get there. Um, but one of the things that I was thinking, and I think I might do this as a series of shorts. Um, is I was thinking that I would actually do a YouTube version of this where I would actually just redraw the, the panels that always work, and then put it out as like a series of shorts or series of videos, something like that. So hit me up in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. I think that's something that I'm going to do. We may even make it part of the live stream where we put it together and then you can see me drawing it and then I'll just put the narration together. In fact, I know I'm going to do it. It just sounds like too much fun of a project. I've got the original document, and the one I got, I could pretty much make out everything that was saying. Again, the problem is that it is a copy of a copy. The degradation on it has, over the years, it's just, when you copy a copy of a copy, it just everything just degrades. It just the quality, things become illegible after a while. So, um, I think that would be kind of a cool. I think that's going to be a cool thing to do. I think I'm gonna do that for. I think I'm gonna do that for a nice little project. So that's a good little 22 video project, and I think that'll be nice to work out. So we're definitely gonna work those out, and we'll go from there. But um, but yeah, I just wanted to show you guys that, show you what I was thinking, and again, we'll go. Uh, Definitely gonna put that together. There we go. So, oh, one more thing before we get going again, because sometimes I have to rev myself up. Uh, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Sometimes you just gotta let somebody know that they fine. Fine, I tell you. Just fine. Just fine. And fine. Fine, fine. Alright, let me see if I can find this, because this has been my jam for a minute now. I gotta find this. This is like been. This is like the this song. This is it's a song, but it's just, I don't know what Looney Tune made this. Let me see if I can. Uh, you know what? I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait because I gotta wait till tomorrow. I'm gonna wait till Wednesday to play that. But that's my that has been what's getting me through. Hold on, let me see if I can get it on the phone. The only reason I'm not doing it through the through 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 the computer is um I don't have my headphones um set up just yet. Um so I can't hear if the sound is coming through because what's the point of playing this if you can't hear the sound? Um, yeah, they going crazy on my Instagram. So they are really going nuts on the Instagram right now. So let me see if I can find it real quick. Oh, that's a that. Hold on. Hold on. No, where is it? No, 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 no. Where is it at? I gotta find it. I gotta find it now. Like I don't know who, I don't know what started this. Nah, it's I just heard it. I should have saved it. I should have saved it. Oh, I'm so mad at myself. Hold on. It's a better version of this one. Is this it? That was it. Oh, bro. LeBron James. Oh. Yeah, that's not the one. It's another one. Um, that it's another one. I'll find it. I'm gonna find it and I'm gonna save that bump. I'm gonna say that because that's my joint. That gets me going. All right. So how many have we done so far? We done one, two, three. All right. One, two, three. Well, all right. So let's get back to it. Okay. So this is Zaria and Raven talking. I think keep her. It's because I was working on this one that I decided to look at the Wally Wood stuff because I think that helps out a lot when you're just trying to figure out some stuff. So now I got to kind of refer back to it. There we go. So what we're gonna do? There. And again, we're just trying to see where everything lands with this one. Mm. So, so there we go. And again, talking about Raven. All right, now we can go ahead and put her on a separate layer. Separate layer. So now I can put her, and he's kind of talking about the things that are going on with Jaden, and she's kind of considering his words. So some of these can just be that literally is the layout. It doesn't need much else because everything else is going to be added in later. Might bring her up a little bit. Just, no, not too much. Right about there. And there we go. Yep, that one's pretty much done. To be honest with you, as far as just being a layout, straight layout. And then put the, and there we go. All right, let's go ahead and save that and change the number. Number four, slide number four. And I'm not even gonna lie, some of these are going to be a little bit easier, so we can kind of get through, get that episode done. Um, we are at a point where I've missed a few weeks with the episodes, and we are trying to get that production back on point. Oh goodness. Let's see here. Let's go. What is the what's the next one that needs to be done? Okay, so yeah, so we gotta do Zarya and Jaden in the mid bay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna lead with Jaden right here. Hmm. And that's the other thing. What I think was really fun is once you start understanding a character, you kind of understand like even how the shape of their head is. Actually, I don't want to do it like that. I actually want to do it like this. Want to use actually the same technique? Pull back a little bit because he's in the med bay. So it's kind of a profile shot. So there we go. Goofy little haircut. There we go. Shoulder blade, shoulder. And another layer up under that one. I think that's yeah, sometimes you just gotta make yourself a guideline. Just helps me out a lot. Yeah, put a layer over that. There we go. Yeah, we go that way. I can keep that song out of my head. Now I'm gonna have Zaria walk in. So, she's kind of this kind of her make peace with my ex and all the fucked up shit he did to me. Scene. That tracks. That tracks. That tracks. Now we know. That tracks. And there we go. So again, it's just creating these really rough layouts, these just these rough, getting these rough ideas down. This is slide five. We're not really finished finishing the drawings or anything like that. We're just getting them blocked in, just so we kind of have an idea where everybody's supposed to go. And then when we come back over the course of the week, we're gonna take time with them. Um, you know, but basically, what I always like to say is, well, what I've always learned is if I had one of my art teachers always say, if it's not on the paper or the digital pad, or if it's not drawn or created, it doesn't exist. So um, one of the ideas with the reason why I do my layouts the way I do them and do them so quickly and lay them out the way that I do, just to get the ideas out of my head, is because I want the ideas to now exist. Because now, at any time, you can make whatever changes that I can make whatever changes I want to make, because the idea is here. It exists. It can now be grown and treated and turned into something other than, you know, you can start off one way and then go another. So, um, oh yeah, my back, boy, my back really gets cranky all the time. My back is cranky. So, um, we're definitely looking at but that's the reason why I do that. Is get the ideas out and make them real and make them a part of it. So, I think what we're gonna do, what I'm gonna do, is for a good going for a good 2 hours or so. So we want to do one more, and then we're gonna call it a stream, and then we'll get to the next one. Okay, cool. So I want to go ahead and hopefully the streams will get longer streams, everything like that. I'm still kind of getting all of my strength back, guys. So I do apologize. But yeah, we're getting my strength back. Um, Also getting some new items in. Upgrading the microphone. No, the winter green. Oh man. Oh shoot. That makes, oh man, the winter green. Ugh. I might have to go. I might have to go there with you, buddy. I might have to go there with you and get that winter green. All right, let's get to this last drawing for the stream. Um, Guys, please make sure that you tell that we're going. So here's the schedule. Oh, that's what I meant to tell you guys earlier. Um, the schedule: Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, 3:30. That's when the live stream is going to start. Um, and we're going to go, 2 3 hours hopefully, and try to get as much artwork done as possible so you guys can really see. And obviously, what we want to do is we want to build up a community. We want to talk more, have conversations. So please, if you know some people that would be interested in this type of content, that would like to ask questions, that want to be artists, that want to create their own visual stories or whatever type, comic books, video comics, illustrated podcasts, definitely let them know about the stream and that and what we're doing over here, because what we're doing, I think we're doing some good things. We're doing some really good things over here. So let's get back to, all right. So did that. Okay, okay. This is gonna be all right. So this is Zarya's father's hologram, and Zarya talking to it. Once again, we're gonna kind of go with the. This I'm gonna go from Zarya's perspective because uh, we've never met her father before, so let's go block in her head, and then let's go block in what's going to be her father. I have to design them, and I'll probably do that into a Wednesday stream. And some of these are going to be finished by the time we get to Wednesday stream because I gotta keep working on this, and we're gonna try and have as much knocked out as possible. So Wednesday stream is just we're just gonna pick up from wherever I'm at that point, and we're gonna go from there. You know this is how it works. So, uh, so since this is a hologram, this is gonna have like some special effects on it. I just got to figure out what they are. It's probably going to be an airbrush um, glow or something like that. And again, we'll go ahead and work out some of the kinks with all of this stuff. I do want to show her emotional state because she's going through a lot in this scene. Much with the bottom lip. Let's see, she's got a lot going on in this scene. I don't know. It's a lot. Sometimes with this being a lot of discussion. See, the funny part is episode 7 is nothing. It's a big ass fight. So this is a lot of setup for that in episode 6. And like I like talking head stuff, and I understand the need for it, especially because this episode has a lot of revelations. But still, it's like it's a lot to run, a lot to deal with, a lot to draw. Okay, there we go. Um, I don't know, man. I think let's look at the back of her head. Hold on just a second. What's up, Serena? Mm-hmm. No, not at all. Things like that. Lordy, 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 lordy. All right. Let me see here. That thing's not working for me, huh? Let me figure out another way to do this thing. It's not working for me. Um, let's see here. What? Film grab. Um, let's just do. Let's just see what we got to see. There's not much. There we go. All right. Let's see what this one. Let's see how this one does. It doesn't do. Taking forever. DB. Come on, man. DB. Show me something. Let's see if I can. Let's see if I can get a little bit of inspiration. Just a little bit. See about doing a force ghost, doing a hologram as a force ghost. That would be pretty nice. It would be a force ghost. It'd be a hologram, but it had that kind of that force ghost effect. That would be dope. Mm, I think that'd be dope. Might not be. I don't know. And I don't even know how to do it. Well, I think I got a way. I think I got a plan for that. So I just got to figure out. Figure out how I want to position these two. That's the hard part. Figuring out where you want them to be. Yeah, just figuring out where everybody should be. That's okay. I think I got it. All right. Let's start with Zarya. Mechanical on. Fold it. No, she wouldn't be folding. She'd just be sitting back, like listening. This just pops. Mm, But I do know that sometimes you gotta know when to hold them and know when to fold them. I'm gonna have to fold it tonight. I have to fold it tonight. I think I have shot my shot. I got 5 layouts done. I have to do the rest tomorrow because my mind is not computing right now. As Cameron would say, the pewters are not puting. Which to this day I still don't know what the hell he meant by that. But it's okay. Um, let's go ahead and we're gonna call it a stream. And like I said, just for some housekeeping, we are doing every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 3:30. At 3:30. So we'll be looking forward to getting back to it and creating um creating some more art. And you guys will see some more stuff. And just keep paying attention to the channel. Um, we'll be doing some shorts and all that type of stuff. And obviously, head on over to the Foresight Media channel and check out some of the short form stories that we got over there. I think you guys will like it. Um, but with that being said, guys, I'm gonna go ahead. Hold on, let's do some things real quick. Yeah, do one thing real quick. See, yeah, we got to do that because that's a good thing right there. Whatever there. There. Put that right there. Okay. Oh shoot. That's not what I wanted. That is not what I wanted. Good grief. Man, we are. Hold on just a second. Let me see here. Okay, so remove that. Because yes, no, I don't need that. I'm gonna go here. Media. There we go. That's what that was. And let's see here. Do. This is the fun part about this type of stuff, man, because I'm just. Oh wait, I think I already had that over here though. Let's see. Yep, I think this was it. All right, let's go here real quick. And okay. So yeah, you saw me. I'm working, creating in the middle of stuff. But yeah, so I will see you guys Wednesday 3:30 p.m. It'll be posted in I'll make a post on the bulletin board or whatever we call it, our community board here, and also I'll tweet it out and put it on X and all that good stuff. That being said, guys, thank you for showing up. Appreciate you. Please hit that like button if you have not. Um, in the description, I do have, if you feel so inclined, if you want to send me a little something via Cash App, I appreciate that too. Um, but more than anything else, just keep showing up, guys. I appreciate you guys so much. And with that being said, it's your boy DKG72, and I'm out.